All right, welcome to today's training, and today we're going to talk about dating funnels and why that's the key to you getting 1 to 3 dates a week. So let's dive in. Now, number one, I wasn't always that good with women, okay? I was a shy, nice guy just a few years ago. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I was relying on luck, and I wasn't really attracting the girls I truly wanted. I was getting friend zoned by the girls I truly liked, etc. And that kind of sucked. Now, fast forward to today, I'm having predictable success, getting dates on demand, and I'm doing this pretty much every single week. And I'm also building my business. I'm also training at the gym. I'm also doing a ton of things, traveling, etc. So you can do this too. You can do this without wasting your time and while crushing your other goals as well. Now, what does business, marketing, and sales have to do with dating? Well, let me tell you, it's very, very similar. Your dating life, like your business, comes down to these two variables. And once you understand them, things will make a lot more sense to you. Now, in business, your marketing funnel usually sucks either because you have a traffic problem or a conversion problem. So you have a traffic problem where not enough people are entering your funnel. So when you don't have enough leads, then you have a traffic problem. Now, if you have people entering your funnel, but it's not converting into sales, customers, clients, then you have a conversion problem. Now, the same principle applies to dating, both online and offline. Your dating funnel is what's going to determine whether you're successful in meeting and dating the woman you want. If you don't have a dating funnel, or if your dating funnel is not optimized, then you're not truly going to have a ton of success, right? So let's dive into the funnels. The first funnel is what I call the live dating funnel. The reason why I call it like that is because it's a live approach in real life. This is an offline thing. This is you approaching women in the street, at the grocery store, at the gym, in your apartment building. It doesn't matter where, you're approaching women in real life. Now, what happens with this funnel is that you can have two types of problems. Number one is a traffic problem. So you're not meeting enough women. So maybe you're in the wrong environments. You're not exposing yourself to enough opportunities. You're anxious. You don't know what to say, what to do, etc. Or you have a conversion problem. And that means that you're meeting women, but you're not turning these interactions into dates, right? And the common reasons are maybe you have a poor communication with them. Maybe you have a weak body language when you talk to women. Maybe a lack of confidence, poor presentation, a lack of a verbal system, not having enough skills in this area, or a weak follow-up or no clear intent. So there might be a lot of reasons, right? Now, the second funnel is the IG plus dating apps funnel. So Instagram, Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, all of these apps. It's the online approach. Right? You have the offline approach, real life approaches, and you have the online approach with Instagram and dating apps. Now, same thing with that. You can either have a traffic problem or a conversion problem. Now, you have a traffic problem when women aren't seeing your profile, they're not matching with you, you're not getting any visibility, and that might be because you have low quality photos or low status photos, or maybe you have a weak bio or a poorly optimized profile. Maybe you're not using the platform enough. You're only messaging girls once a month, or you're not outreaching to any girls. You don't do any outreach, right? Girls are not going to come by themselves, guys. And number two is the conversion problem. So that's when women are seeing your profile. Maybe they're matching with you. Maybe they're messaging you back, but they're not engaging on meeting up with you, right? So maybe same thing, your profile is not optimized enough, so they're not really compelled to meet you. Or your messaging sucks, you have just unengaging opening messages or poor texting skills, etc. Right? Or you lack intent, you're not progressing things romantically into a date, right? Now, there's also a social circle funnel, by the way, but we're not going to cover that in this video. But in any case, it also encompasses the online and offline funnels. So you need to master those first before focusing on social circle. So let's talk about the conversion process in a nutshell, right? So now in terms of the offline funnel, like you approaching women in real life, Well, you're either going to approach them during daytime or nighttime. So daytime could be you seeing a girl in the street or at the mall or at the grocery store, in a gym, in a library, in a coffee shop. That's daytime. And from there, you're either going to have an instant date or you're going to get her phone number and then schedule a date. And then after that, once you have that date, well, then you can pull her back to your place and then have sex, right? That's how it happens usually. Now, nighttime, it's kind of the same thing. Well, you're going to meet women in nightclubs, bars, venues, restaurants, lounges, etc. And either you're going to take their contact there or you're going to pull them directly to your place for an after party or something like that. And well, if you take their phone number or contact and you don't end up pulling them that same night, then you're going to try to schedule a date the next day or a few days later. And if you pull her instantly to your place, then, well, there's a high chance you're going to close, right? Now, let's talk about the online funnel. So in terms of the online funnel, you're going to meet women on Instagram, on dating apps, etc. You're going to match with them or you're just going to cold DM them and you're going to be having conversations with them. And then from there, you're going to either get their contact or you're going to pull them instantly that same day. I've had many times where I was talking to a girl on Instagram or on Tinder or on Bumble, and a few hours later or even a few minutes later, well, we meet up or she comes to my place. I've had this where I was texting a girl at 8 p.m. and literally at 9 p.m. she's at my place, right? Having a glass of wine and then you know what. And it happens. You know, that's what I call Uber eating pussy. You just Uber eat. You know, it's like you order a fucking Uber and she comes directly straight to your place. It happens if she's horny, if she's, you know, super down to fuck or she likes you a lot. She might come directly. I've had this a few times. Many times, actually. But otherwise, phone number, like after a conversation, you just set up a date and you grab her phone number, WhatsApp, and you follow up on that date, and then you go on a date, and then whatever happens, happens, right? So that's kind of the process. Now let's talk about how you can fix your own dating funnel, because if you're here, you probably want to improve your dating life and you probably want to get dates, right? So let's talk about it. So number one, we're going to talk about actionable steps to fix your traffic issues. So if you have traffic issues offline, which means in real life, then that probably means that you're not approaching enough women consistently, okay? If you're honest with yourself, how many women are you approaching per week, right? Probably, if you're struggling with this, less than 5 a week. So you got to learn how to approach them in a smooth way. You got to get over the fear of doing it. You have to do it consistently. And obviously, inner game is going to matter a lot. If you have the right mindset, if you have the right frame, if you have the right confidence, then you're going to be able to do it more consistently than a guy who's in his head, who is in a low level paradigm, who doesn't understand the whole mindset around it. If you have the right mindset, you're going to completely obliterate a guy who just doesn't understand how the game works, right? So you got to learn the game of approaching women in real life. You got to learn approach game, right? How to approach girls in real life, how to do it, what to say, etc. Now online, you got to upgrade your photos, your profile, your bio, all of that. You have to really optimize everything for maximum appeal. And you got to be active pretty much daily on those platforms, ideally. Daily or a few times a week, you got to be active. You got to play the game, you know, message a few girls, set up some stuff. You know, and there's a system for that, especially for Instagram. There's a system that you can use to DM women consistently, get on dates with them without wasting time. And you need to put in some volume, right? You need to set aside some time each week to DM new women and message women and follow up and set up dates, right? And like the girls are not gonna knock at your door. Whether it's offline or online, you're gonna have to put in some effort. Now, number two, let's talk about actionable steps to fix your conversion issues. So for the offline funnel, when it comes to approaching in real life, well, you got to refine your communication skills, man. You got to work on your non-verbal skills, like your body language, etc. But you got to also work on your verbal skills, like how to build attraction, how to escalate things, how to flirt, how to sexualize, how to demonstrate high value, how to control the frame of your interactions. And you got to have a verbal system that ensures that you have a predictable process when it comes to that. Right now, when I approach women, I'm not just, relying on luck. I have kind of a certain way of conducting my interactions. Now, it's not about reciting pickup lines, okay? We're not talking about reciting pickup lines and just being a robot and just doing that. No, you have to understand the principles, but then you can come up with your own stuff. We're not telling you to recite things, right? Obviously, once you tap into a state of flow and you understand the communication principles, you can really come up with your own lines 24/7. You'll know what to say. You'll free flow. You'll free associate. You'll come up with things because you understand the underlying principles behind all these things, right? And you'll know how to conduct your conversations. There's no more guessing or running out of things to say. Like, you'll know what to do, and I can help you with that. Now, for the online funnel, you got to use engaging openers that stand out, because you have to understand that women, they get, messaged by a lot of guys. And you got to learn how to transition your conversations from more of a platonic conversation to a conversation that leads to a romantic date with clear romantic intent, right? You got to get better at texting. You got to get better at flirting over text, at conducting the whole messaging part. You'll probably need a messaging system. That's what I teach some of my clients, is having that messaging system so that they can consistently and predictably get dates online. And so this is something also that you have to master. So just think about, like, what's your dating funnel weakness right now? Are you not meeting or talking or matching with enough women? If that's the case, then you have a traffic problem. So if you're not meeting enough women right now, you're not talking to enough women, and you're not matching with enough women, then you have a traffic problem. Or if you're not securing enough dates with women, like you're not getting enough dates, you're not closing those dates, etc., then you have a conversion problem. So focus your energy on the right issue. Don't try to solve a conversion problem with visibility tactics and vice versa. Now, most of you probably have a bit of both. You have a traffic problem and you also have a conversion problem. So you have to focus on those two things. Now, if you're serious about attracting, dating, and retaining high quality women consistently without wasting your time, then I've made a free training. Check it out. It's in the description of this video. You can click and watch the free training, and then you can book a strategy session with us so we can show you how you can implement everything, all the systems, and really crush your goals in the shortest amount of time. So if you want to get consistent dates, this is the time. Check the training, book your strategy call, and let's crush it. See you on the next video.
If you want to meet, attract, and date high-quality women every single week without wasting your time, then stay on this video, because I'll share with you the unique method that myself and my clients use to achieve that without sacrificing our work. Imagine having consistent dates with high-quality women every single week without wasting your time or facing constant rejections. If you're tired of spending all your weekends alone and endlessly swiping on dating apps, then this is absolutely for you. I've developed a game-changing system called the Limo Method. This method is proven and battle-tested by hundreds of guys, including myself, to help you get 1 to 3 dates a week consistently without wasting your time or sacrificing your work. You'll finally be able to date high-quality women who match your values and lifestyle. You'll know exactly how to approach and attract women without second-guessing yourself or running out of things to say. You'll know what to say, how to say it, and when to say it anytime you meet beautiful women. By learning this new method, you'll finally have a thriving dating life that also complements your lifestyle and your work. My name is Limo Oueslati, and for the past 7 years, I've been traveling the world, dating some of the most beautiful women while helping hundreds of men to completely transform their dating lives. Take my client Morgan, for example. Before working with me, he wasn't getting any dates for months on end. He was swiping on dating apps with little to no results, and he was not approaching any woman at all. Fast forward to today, after about 8 weeks of working with me, now he's getting 2-3 dates a week consistently while crushing it in his career. If you want to get more dates starting today, then click the button below and it'll take you to a free training that will show you exactly how to get there.